Dream Academy scandals. KATSEYE was created through the reality show The Debut, Dream Academy, a partnership between HYBE and Geffen Records, to form a global girl group. Even during the show, the first controversies emerged. Part of the audience accused the production of favoritism, with some contestants getting more spotlight in videos and trailers, while another part suspected fraud in the voting system, questioning whether the popular vote really had any weight in the eliminations. Contestants like Samara, Emily, Azrella, Brooklyn, and Nayoung were left out of the final lineup and sparked strong outrage among their fans, which fueled the theory that the group had already been chosen before the competition even ended. To this day, there is no public proof of these manipulations. After the debut, the group remained involved in debates about the uneven distribution of lines in the songs, about whether or not it should be considered K-pop, about the editing of the Netflix documentary, and about the marketing strategy of HYBE and Geffen. Despite the controversies, KATSEYE gained global visibility, but it also brought extra pressure on the members right at the start of their careers. Manon's departure. In February 2026, HYBE and Geffen announced that Manon Bannerman would go on hiatus from KATSEYE to take care of her health and well-being. Hours later, Manon herself posted a message that contradicted the tone of the official statement, saying she was well and healthy, but admitting that things sometimes happen in a way she doesn't fully control. Shortly after, she liked a post about the pattern of racism faced by black women in girl groups, citing the cases of Normani from Fifth Harmony and Lay and Pinnock from Little Mix. Combination of these two messages was enough for part of the fandom to conclude that the departure wasn't voluntary. A boycott movement took shape. Fans stopped listening to the group's songs, cancelled their Weverse subscriptions, and unfollowed the official profiles, demanding more transparency about the real reasons for the absence. Pressure also fell on the other members. On Lara social media, fans demanded a public statement, interpreting her silence as a lack of support for Manon. The situation worsened when Daniela Avanzini's father posted comments considered racist while comparing his daughter to Manon and to idol Lisa from Blackpink. Part of the press and columnists recalled the case of Kim Garam from Le Seraphim, who was removed under a hiatus that never had an official end, fueling fears that the same fate awaited Manon. Amid the fallout, she received public support from other artists, including Lizzo, who dedicated a moment during a show to declare her support for the singer. Daniela Trump's controversy. In June 2025, fans noticed that Daniela Avanzini's mother followed Donald Trump's personal account on Instagram, rather than the official presidential account. The discovery went viral, surpassing 1 million views, and part of the audience interpreted the gesture as a sign of political support from the family, going so far as to attribute the same views to Daniela herself. The singer's mother, a Latin dance instructor, responded publicly to the case. According to her, the follow happened after seeing a post about the Pope, with no connection to politics whatsoever, and the family did not share the views attributed to her by internet users. She also said she regretted that such a small gesture had caused so much division. The response divided opinions. Part of the fans accepted the explanation and began defending Daniela, arguing that it isn't fair to hold an artist responsible for her parents' political choices, since family members don't always share the same opinions. Another part of the public kept the criticism going, and the episode was brought up again later, amid other accusations against the singer, including labels like Zionists, and comments about an old remark of hers that allegedly treated the word gay as offensive, which sparked a new round of debate about her positions. If you're enjoying this video, support the channel by subscribing for more content about the world of K-pop. Minor idol controversy. Yeonchi Jeong is the youngest member of KATSEYE, born in 2007. Because she is a minor, the group usually takes some extra care with her outfits, such as clothing that is a bit longer than the other members. Even so, since the debut, part of the public has raised questions about the sexualization of her image in certain looks, choreographies, and music videos, given her age. One of the most discussed episodes involved the track Gnarly. Fans noticed the presence of audio resembling a moan from an adult film in the production, and the case gained even more weight precisely because Yoonchae, then 17 years old, was part of the group. Choreography of Gnarly itself also drew criticism. Part of the fans considered the moves too heavy for an underage artist, and comments from the members themselves, describing the choreography as sexy and adult, fueled the discussion even further. The situation repeated itself months later during the promotion of Gabriella, a segment of the choreography, with Yoonchi making movements on the floor around Daniela, was labeled by part of the public as inappropriate for a 17-year-old, reigniting the debate over the boundaries between artistic concept and the protection of underage artists within the industry. KATSEYE's Zionism controversy. KATSEYE also became involved in controversies linked to the Israel-Palestine conflict after being associated with three figures who publicly identify as Zionists. The first case happened in June 2025, when the 6 members were seen on an outing at Disneyland alongside Scooter Braun, CEO of Hybe America. Days earlier, Braun had publicly declared himself a Zionist on social media. The outing, apparently recreational and outside the group's official schedule, sparked a strong reaction from pro-Palestine fans, who saw the association as a contradiction with the progressive image they attributed to the group. Part of the public began calling for a boycott of activities linked to Hybe. The second name pointed out by fans was music producer Ryan Tedder, also associated with the group through his work producing KATSEYE tracks, and cited in the criticism for public statements of support for Israel. The third episode occurred shortly after, with the teaser for the Gabriella music video, which revealed a special appearance by actress Jessica Alba. The initial reaction was positive, but fans quickly recalled that Alba had already publicly expressed solidarity with Israel on other occasions. For part of the public, this would be the group's third association with figures linked to Zionism in a short period of time, which reignited accusations of contradiction and resulted in hashtags like #BoycottKatseye and #KatsEyeAccountability. Given the repetition of these cases, part of the fans began to question whether the problem lay with the members or with the structure behind the group itself, since Hybe America is run by Braun and maintains strong control over the group's partnership and production decisions. Accusation of plagiarism against aespa. Another controversy involved accusations of plagiarism against aespa. In April 2025, Hybe America released the teaser for the Gnarly music video, showing the KATSEYE members in a setting with a red carpet, paparazzi flashes, and buildings in the background. For part of aespa's fanbase, the visuals looked too similar to the drama music video by the SM Entertainment Group, released months earlier. The comparisons spread quickly across social media, with users pointing out similarities in the members' formation, the setting, and even the color palette used. The accusation gained traction because of a history of criticism against Hybe, which had previously been accused by fans of other groups of copying visual concepts from SM Entertainment artists. This caused the controversy to go beyond the music video itself and turn into a bigger dispute between fandoms. On KATSEYE's side, fans pushed back, saying that elements like red carpets, black outfits, and urban settings are common across various K-pop groups, even before aespa itself debuted, and that aespa doesn't hold exclusive rights to that kind of aesthetic. The discussion, however, went beyond the artistic realm. Some aespa fans crossed the line and directed personal attacks at KATSEYE members, mainly Lara and Manon, with comments involving race and sexuality. Amid this already tense climate, a post by Lara on Weverse, suggesting a song with a style similar to drama, was interpreted by part of the public as a direct provocation toward aespa. The remark, though seemingly harmless, earned the singer accusations of unprofessionalism and disrespect toward colleagues from another label, keeping the controversy trending for days on social media. Those were some of the controversies involving KATSEYE. If you liked the video, subscribe to support the channel, and see you next time.